in his first year and have steadily won games each season.
And with the Heat, GA, they've been a hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Inside. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. .103 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Strus. Here's Vincent, guarded by Curry.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Simmons with it. Butler covering. The kick out to Irving. Here's O'Neal. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Butler on the way. Strus in the corner. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Vincent. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Dedmon trying to break free.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
Outside, Simmons. Outside, Curry. Here's the three. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Pass to Adebayo. The fader. A rebound by the Nets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
An exciting rookie class this year as always, Doris. Just how big an impact could this new injection of talent mean as the season really gets going?
Obviously, it has to play out. It's too soon to say exactly. But what we know unequivocally is one key draft pick can dramatically impact a team's success. So with any luck, some of the teams have absolutely acquired season-altering players.
The Heat shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First team foul.
And Adebayo, no good on that one. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian American head coach in any of the four major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Irving's shot is good.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
Kevin Durant showing you that I can play with power, with authority, up and over the defense and slams it home.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
and it's Simmons penetrating. Lets it go with the three. And it's Kevin Durant with the three. Durant's got 5 points so far. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat.
Oh. You got to be kidding. Well, this is one of the strongest aspects of Jimmy Butler's game, playmaking for his teammates. Over the years, boy, he has gotten so much better.
Here's Curry, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Seth Curry.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Back to Robinson. To the wing on the left. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And the Nets with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Simmons on the wing. Last time out, he had 14 points. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Strus. In the corner, it's Robinson. Here's Dedmon. And so Miami again turning it over. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Hey, follow my stream, Demeter.
Here's Vincent from downtown. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
A difficult situation for Miami. Robinson for three. Good work defensively by Morris. The Nets on offense. They've got a 13-2 run going. Durant in the corner. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Rebound by the Heat. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Durant with the steal. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, we think of Durant as a naturally gifted scorer. Fact is, this guy understands how to get his teammates open.
Second team foul.
Here's Adebayo. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And the wide open shot from Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, I think it shows you all the hard work Morris has put in to try and extend his range.
It's Martin on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside, KD. Clock at 6. Into the lane. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
And he sinks the second.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And Simmons slams it in.
Ben Simmons playing fearlessly and getting to all the spots on the floor he's comfortable in.
Pass to Adebayo. Now here is Martin. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Simmons with it. Butler covering. Butler with the steal. With the drive. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Butler's got 5.
My goodness, Jimmy Butler is so explosive. Half-court transition, it doesn't matter where it is.
The Nets making a switch here. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Outside Martin for the 3. Simmons pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. KD says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you. Curry's shot is off. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for them here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
That one falls. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
To the middle. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And again, it's the Heat missing. So it's Brooklyn now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Harris, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Butler. Over Irving. And too long on the shot.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Outside for Durant. And it's off from 3-point range. Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Assisted by.
Pretty pass by Kyrie Irving. Nothing like making your teammate feel good right there.
Pass to Highsmith. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. The long distance three is buried.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Ball's knocked loose.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Highsmith. Pass to Vincent. They grab their own miss. Here's Highsmith. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Harris. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Irving up top. Up and in on the layup.
The number of ways Kyrie Irving can finish on the interior is something to behold. Left, right, over defender, doesn't matter.
Here's Robinson. Here he goes. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Robinson.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
To the inside. Pass to Haslam. Puts up a three. He's off on that one. The Nets go the other way with it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Simmons. Back to Mills. From past the arc. It's good from long range.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Haslam. Jovic. No good off the back of the rim.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And he finished it off with a lay-in. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Pass to Mills. Three-pointer. And the Nets, another three.
You have to know the scouting report on Patty Mills. He is ready to fire as soon as he touches it.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series
to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
To the paint, and stolen by Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Martin from outside. They get it back. Kicks it out to Hero. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner. He really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Right side, Martin. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
There's a relentless effort from Jimmy Butler every night, and he's going to push through the foul and get his shot opportunity.
That one is no good. And here is Simmons. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stuck.
Brand new bag, college girls in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. Boys got some lips sealed, ain't pillow talking. In my earlobe, got 2 carats, VVS. Got a penthouse near Rodeo, out for stress. All this money, when I grew up, I had nothing. Filled with my old life is disgusting. Can't believe it, gotta thank God that I'm living comfortably. Getting checks I don't believe, but she say she done with me. Burn some bridges and I let the fire light the way. Kicking my feet up, left the PJs on a PJ. Yeah, I'm a big dog and I walk around with no leash. I got water on me, yeah, everything on Fiji. Brand new bag, college girls in my raps.
It's Western Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. They'll play this one here in Los Angeles before the Lakers head back to the road. Game after game, the unbroken streak of wins to start their season continues.
And we know these two teams have some history between them. Should make for a fun contest.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the attention to this one is a bit elevated. It's game day, and I'm glad we're here.
They double team Curry. They get it again. Here's Poole. Outside for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson for 3.
Oh, play defense, nigga.
As that one goes in. Always fun to be on the call for one of these games, Brent. Conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this so hype where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we? Well, because the defense is keying so much on what Curry is doing, it's important for him to give different looks. That time, attacking and getting into the painted area.
On the wing, Brown. The kick out to Walker. Pass to LeBron. Floats it up for Davis. Stolen by Thompson. To the middle. They kick it out to Green. Green, the screen. It's hauled in by Beverly.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up. And that sends Anthony Davis to the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
Here's James after James Wiseman's bucket.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
Here's Beverly. Trying his luck from deep. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Shoots the three. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder.
Austin Reeves. Russell Westbrook.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. The Warriors leading. The screen from Thompson. The three. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Westbrook can't get it to go.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Down low. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Pass to Reeves. And the Lakers get it back. Schroeder outside. Here's Reeves. 5 on the clock. Now here's Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
And Bryant just attacking the rim with a strong finish inside.
Now Curry. They set the screen. Thompson in the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Curry. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. On the wing, Thompson. Curry is inside. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Misses the 3. Rule with the steal. Outside Curry.
Thomas Bryant using every inch of his height to cover up the shooter.
And that we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors, leading by 5. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers, indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. Let's work for him. GA, thanks. Greg, here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? Celtics or the Lakers?
Come on, Kevin. You are putting me on the spot. But I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years. And I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation.
And here is LeBron after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Lakers passing it around. Walker with a clean look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
The vision Curry has on the floor. We've seen him put those goggles up from time to time. He easily spots a ready shooter that time.
Here's LeBron. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Pass to Wiseman. Driving in. And he makes good on the layup. Wiseman's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Well, Wiseman setting up camp on the interior. He's going to be effective there.
Walker in the corner. To the right side. Beverly for 3. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
So you trash can?
That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Now here is Davis. 37 points last game out. Wiggins with the rebound. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. Rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
Kicks it out to James. And a foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Lakers.
There's a minute 47 left in the second quarter. Westbrook with the bucket.
Well, this is going to help the entire offense. Russell knocking down shots from range.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Curry. Back to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Bryant. Lakers trailed by 12. 1:07 left in the first half. Now here's Westbrook. And he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Yeah, you're not going to hold Russell Westbrook back when he gets to the inside. He fights for that shot.
Pass to Wiggins. On the wing, Wiggins. Looking for Wiseman. He gets it there. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. Schroeder to the wing right side. There's the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
They are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
To the paint. And Wiggins throws it down.
He's got so much vertical ability. That's easy for Wiggins.
Lakers trail by 9. Curry with the steal. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
So it's the Lakers now. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's Schroeder. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Wiseman's going to block a lot of shots in his NBA career.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
And finished off by Wiseman.
Well, when you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Davis in the corner. Outside, Walker. Pass to Beverly. Shoots a 3. The Warriors pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. To the inside. Here's Wiseman. And he lays it straight in. Wiseman's got 4 this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
Warriors leading by 13. Going inside. And it's Wiseman in the corner. And finished off by Wiseman.
Well, go ahead, big fella. James Wiseman having a night.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Kicks it out to James. For 3. Wiseman with the rebound. And Brent, unfortunately, the young career of James Wiseman has been plagued by injuries.
It's been really tough, Kevin, with that meniscus injury, 39 games into his career. He had his surgery, and then he was trying to come back, and multiple setbacks in his pathway to try to get back on the floor and become an impact player as the first overall pick a couple years ago. It kept him out the entirety of last season. Hopefully, this is the year where we see him fully healthy.
Out to the right wing. Here's Davis. Chalk up 2 there. Davis has got 6.
And Davis is such a tough cover on the inside. Collects the second chance points there.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Second shot opportunity.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. We saw Andrew Wiggins take a big step forward when he went to Golden State in 2020.
A lot of people think that's a subtle change, but I actually think it's a lot bigger. When you get a player of Andrew Wiggins' caliber who is born to score, and you adjust some of the shot selection and how offensively he's staying engaged, that's a big difference both physically and mentally. It's been a big uptick for him along with his defensive presence.
Now, here's Poole. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Clock at 6. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Buries it from three-point range. 7 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Bryant has the open look.
And the defense has really locked down on them in this half. They need to start working to get some higher percentage shots.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
Still a ton of intrigue around what it is that James Wiseman is going to be in the NBA. It's really about him staying healthy and getting a consistent opportunity to be solid.
Lakers passing it around. Drills it from outside. Bryant got 5.
And Bryant with some quickness on that release to get rid of it.
Pass to Curry. Into the lane. Now Poole. No points in the game yet for him. Up and in on the layup.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Westbrook. From deep. Here's Bryant. A 3-ball. Here's Nunn. The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to Toscano Anderson. To the wing on the left. Reeves. That 3 off the mark.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And Jordan Poole has stepped onto the NBA stage and not ever backed down from a challenge. He plays with tremendous confidence.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense.
47.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, if Steph Curry works as hard at golf when he has the time as he did in shooting the basketball, I don't know. He's no slouch on the golf course.
There was a story, Brent, a couple years ago that Steph Curry's best round of golf came during the NBA Finals. Had you heard that?
I did hear that, but I also heard that Andre Iguodala has a major role in how that happened. Andre was taking up his golf game when they were battling the Cavs in 2018. And I think that competitive spirit of Steph's took over. He wanted to take Andre on, and they got out there during the finals.
Inside. There's a screen. Pass to Poole. There's the double team with Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wiggins. Basket counts.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
This is AD to a T. Assertive, making plays, not settling, and throwing it down.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Wiseman.
I would love to throw lob passes to Wiseman because they could be anywhere.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Davis. The kick out to Walker. A three-pointer, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Curry can't get it to go.
Yo, bro, you doing these dumbass settings now?
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Back to Beverly. And a deep three from James. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Pass to Wiggins. From downtown, that one doesn't drop. And the Lakers take it the other way. And it's Davis with the jam.
Davis playing with some real authority right now and imposing his will. And you see the bench reacting and loving it.
Poole, no good. Lakers trailed by 19. And stolen by Wiggins. Poole with it. Picked up by Brown. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Poole. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Loads it up for Davis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Here's Curry. And Davis sends it back. They recover it. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
outside Curry. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Wiseman.
This was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Outside for Davis. Here's Reeves. Right wing. Lets it go with a three. And they get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Thompson in the corner. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this one.
Reeves can't hit. Curry looking around. Driving the lane. And the layup falls.
That's a clever attack from Curry, just finding an angle, and he gets around the defender towards the basket.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the man.